All right, so I've posted some photo. I just need one photo, one primary photo as the example that I'm going to largely base my self-portrait on, but I can have lots of inspiration images. So for me, Muppet images, and even some AI like this one. Yeah. You can, but what I recommend is that your primary reference be something that's three-dimensional of that character. Like a resin statue or an action figure or something like that. So you have lighting and edge control ideas. Then maybe find it for another character that then you can turn it into your character. Does that make sense? So you can have multiple references for sure. All right, because I'm not trying to photorealistically match this photo. I'm going to try to make it kind of creatively into a digital painting of a Muppet version of me. I always like doing kind of a mashup that unleashes a lot of creativity. So now, how do I set this up in Photoshop? Well, I open up Photoshop and I need to create a new file. And I'm going to call this my name and then assignment 7. And this is digital painting. And I'm doing a portrait, not an animal. So portrait painting as a Muppet. Okay. And I'm going to make it in inches, 11 inches wide, 14 inches tall, and 350 pixels, the same dimensions I used for my spot illustration. This allows me to print it really large if I want to in the lab, up to 16 by 20 even. But it's kind of designed to be a medium size, about like this. Right now, I'm going to bring in my inspiration. This is setting up for digital painting. So I am right-handed, so I'm going to bring my photo reference into the project, just like I was putting it onto my easel. And I'm going to put it off onto the right side. In fact, I'm even going to go a little extra, and I'm going to say image canvas size. And I'm going to extend my canvas to the right with gray. And I'm going to make it 14 inches wide. So now I have a 14-inch square, right? And that gives me a place to put my reference images. And it's nice to have them on gray so that you can see all of the highlights and the shadows, what's lighter than gray, what's darker than gray. It doesn't matter if your reference is high resolution or not. It helps you see shapes, it helps you see shadows, it helps you see edges, and you can steal color from it if you like. So this is the AI generated one, which does not make me feel very good about my neck. I'll tell you that. Let's see. But I do like some of the lighting choices, to kind of really showcase the roundness of the features, especially the bulbous nose. And actually, I think I do want to face this other direction. So remember, you can right-click and you can transform these things as you go. So I might flip this one too. So this is just setting up for digital painting. Next class, we'll learn how to customize a brush. But for now, I can get it started with just default brushes. Then some other references. I have the Woody Allen Muppet. I'm going to go ahead and just grab this portion of it. Duplicate that. Then transform it. Command T. Shrink it on. And I think this one is maybe the last one. It might be useful. Because I kind of like that use of the mouth. I don't want the mouth to be too human. I kind of like that it's a little muzzle on Cookie Monster. And I might flip Cookie Monster horizontally. Okay, so now I've set up my references. Move this one up. Now there's two approaches. I'm going to start with the one I seldom use, but I'm going to take all my image references, I'm going to put them into a group. I'm just going to call them reference. I'm going to lock it. I'm going to mark it red. And then I'm also going to double click on the background to unlock it so that I can lock it for sure as like a blank white canvas. And now I start with a new layer just like we did for sketching or spot illustration. And I'm going to use my brush tool. And then that's time for class today. That is setting it up. And when I start the video next class, what I'm going to be doing is using the brush and just one of the built-in brushes, stealing color and just starting to paint it in and kind of create a shape language, right? And this will be a lot easier with the tablet. And unfortunately, with the new versions of Photoshop, my tablet has not been cooperating. So I need to figure that out. And you can kind of see. So I'm going to save this, and that's where I'll pick up next time. And then I will continue. All right. So next class, please have your reference ready for assignment 7 and try to give your thoughts on question of the day 4. Because I'll be really interested to read them, and so will the rest of the class. So I'm saving that to the desktop. I'm going to put that into assignment 7, and then I'll post these videos, which will help you with question of the day 4 and getting started for assignment 7. Thank you so much.